What time is it? Technology time. That's right. It's technology time. And I'm your host, Buck the Channel Guy Wright. And in this episode, we're back live with a very special episode of Technology Time, where we're going to do one of our most popular viewer segments. And that segment is the Technology Time Mailbag, where we answer mailing questions from viewers such as yourself. So without further ado, let's go back to the Technology Time Mailbag and read one of those letters. And it just so happens, I have one of those letters right here. And it reads, Dear Channel Guy, I heard your latest appearance on the Channel Juice podcast with Brett Miller bumped it towards the top of the charts, right underneath Wade McFarland's Disty Juice podcast. A big congratulations. That is no small accomplishment. In other news, I keep hearing about a better way to multi-cloud with Dell Technologies. I would love to get the channel guy's perspective on this. Signed, a longtime listener. Well, longtime listener, thank you for writing in. We'll address your question. And the way I'm going to do that is it brings to mind a famous quote that I've recently heard from Michael Dell. And Michael Dell said, the battle for where workplace workloads are going to live has ended, and the victory is for multi-cloud. So yeah, you're probably agreeing out there. It is a multi-cloud world, both today and it will be in the future. But you're probably thinking, or maybe you're wondering, why Dell Technologies? Well, let me give you a simple answer to that. Customer flexibility and customer choice. There's no company out there with a broader portfolio or a larger variety of consumption options than Dell Technologies. So you as a customer get to pick the right option and the right solution that works best for you. So now let's talk about the Dell Technologies cloud experience. It's seamlessly delivered wherever your applications or data live. You're able to leverage cloud services, both from Dell Technologies and from any other cloud provider, leveraging the multi-cloud. Also, operational consistency without learning a new skill set, regardless of which cloud you're interacting with in the multi-cloud. You're able to access data safely and securely. Transparency and predictability of cost, as well as improving efficiency and productivity of developers and DevOps. All right, let's get a little bit more granular though, and talk about the big three pillars of the Dell Technologies multi-cloud. And the first is multi-cloud data protection. Did you know that there's over 10 exabytes of data protected with Dell Technologies in the public cloud today? Why? Because Dell Technologies data protection IP is world-class. It offers better deduplication, better efficiency than any other technology out there, ultimately resulting in cost savings for our customers, as well as Dell Technologies cyber recovery solutions, allowing customers to protect their data wherever it lives from threats such as ransomware that could ultimately cripple their business. Now let's talk about a customer example. I think of Albertsons, right? The large food supplier, grocery store. Well, Albertsons was very concerned because some of their industry peers, some of their competitors had been hit with ransomware, thus crippling their businesses. Albertsons did not want to have the same thing happen to them. So they doubled down with Dell Technologies and leveraged our cyber recovery solution throughout their multi-cloud environment to safely and securely protect them from threats such as ransomware and allow them to recover if there is the off chance that they do get attacked. All right, the second pillar of the Dell Technologies multi-cloud is multi-cloud storage. What comes to mind for me is Project Alpine, where Dell Technologies storage IP extends into the cloud. Now, we've been doing this with data protection for many years, but now we're doing it across our entire storage portfolio. So regardless if it's file, block, or object data, there's operational consistency throughout. I also think about Project Apex and cloud adjacent options, as well as partnerships with strategic companies to deliver outcomes such as Snowflake. A customer example that comes to mind here is Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo got out of the data center business. They went from 9 data centers, or traditional data centers, down to just 4 brick and mortar data centers. But they did this by leveraging a multi-cloud ecosystem. But it was very important for them to maintain operational consistency throughout, whether it's a private or public cloud. So they doubled down and partnered with Dell Technologies to ensure that this was the case. And now they're operating seamlessly, regardless of where their applications or data live. And the third tenet of the Dell Technologies multi-cloud is accelerating DevOps. How do we accelerate DevOps? By giving DevOps choice. So DevOps gets to pick what works best for them. The options? Well, 1, developing and creating their own DevOps environment so that they can tweak and fine-tune things that may be unique and allow them to have competitive advantages for what they're trying to build. But if they'd rather just purchase an already developed DevOps platform, we have that option too. So customer choice and flexibility. So in summary, the big 3 Dell Technologies multi-cloud tenets: 1, multi-cloud data protection; 2, multi-cloud storage; and 3, accelerating DevOps. So if you like what you heard, please leave a comment below, give me a call, send me an email, and let's further the conversations. This is Buck, the channel guy, Wright, signing off.